Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we'll unlock the book Secrets of Power Negotiating, Inside Secrets from a Master Negotiator. Do you think negotiation is something that happens once in a blue moon for you? Actually, it may not be that rare. Negotiations do not necessarily happen around a negotiating table. Instead, they are closely related to our daily life and can happen anywhere. The author tells a story that happened between him and his daughter. When Dawson's daughter graduated from high school, she wanted to get several graduation gifts that included a 5-week trip to Europe, $1,200 for spending, and a new set of luggage. Dawson's daughter was very smart and did not ask for everything all at once. At first, she told Dawson that she wished to have a trip to Europe. After Dawson agreed to it, she waited a few weeks, and then wrote down the recommended amount of money for the trip, which she managed to get Dawson to commit to as well. Finally, at the last minute before leaving home, she said, "You wouldn't want me going to Europe with that ratty old set of luggage, would you? All the kids will be there with new luggage." And she got the set of luggage as well. Actually, what Dawson's daughter did to get what she wanted was a negotiation. Negotiations like this happen a lot in our daily life. If your kid asks you for pocket money, that's a negotiation. If you request a favor from your friend, that's a negotiation. If you talk with your boss to get a salary raise, that's also a negotiation. What is worth noting in this example is that if Dawson's daughter had asked for everything all at once from the beginning, he would have tried to bargain with her by negotiating down the spending money and refusing to buy the new luggage. But since his daughter asked for things one by one, he eventually agreed to give her all she wanted. What Dawson's daughter used is actually a very common negotiating strategy known as nibbling. Strategies like this can help you solve problems in your work and life, whether you are facing a crisis or a minor issue. And that's what this bookie wants to offer you. In this bookie, we will go through the book Secrets of Power Negotiating to decode the secret techniques of a master negotiator. This book is a classic when it comes to learning about negotiations. It teaches some of the basic techniques and strategies that people use so that you can be well prepared for a negotiation. It will also help you understand when these techniques are being implemented by opponent, which will certainly give you an advantage. Dawson discusses simple rules and techniques that can give you leverage when negotiating, whether it is a high-dollar business deal or simply getting your kids to wash the dishes. Equally important, Dawson's theories and teachings will help prevent you from making critical mistakes in your negotiations. The author Roger Dawson was born in England and immigrated to California in 1962. Within 30 years, he rose from being an ordinary immigrant to becoming an advisor to former U.S. President Bill Clinton. Dawson is a superstar negotiation expert. He's the embodiment of extraordinariness and a perfect example of the American dream. Apart from having been an advisor to the former U.S. president, he is also an eminent professional speaker and former president of one of the largest real estate companies in California. Moreover, Dawson is the founder and lead consultant of the Power Negotiating Institute and a top expert in commercial negotiation. Dawson is regarded as one of the most important senior advisors of the Clinton administration and one of the best negotiators in the world. This bookie will break down Dawson's negotiating techniques in 3 parts. Part 1: Fundamental Negotiation Principles. Part 2: Typical Negotiation Gambits. Part 3: Resolving Conflicts. Now let's start the first part of this bookie. Before we go into the negotiating tactics in detail, we would like to talk about some of the general principles of negotiation. These principles are equally important as the negotiating tactics, and should always be kept in mind during a negotiation. The first principle is related to collecting sufficient information about the other negotiating side. As the saying goes, information is power. The more you know about your opponent, the higher your chances of winning. That's why countries send spies to other countries despite the huge cost,